Welcome to Bothering the Band. My name is Ryan Bynack. I am riding my bike after a spectacular interview with Sei and Maya of the band TEKE. They're hard to describe, but they're amazing. And this interview, while the audio, like this intro, is a little wonky, it is a fantastic interview. Ladies and gentlemen, Bothering the Band with Sei and Maya of TEKE. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, we have both of you.
Yeah.
Sorry, certainly.
Oh my goodness, that's so great. Welcome to Bothering the Band.
Thank you.
Thank you. Invite me.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Abby and Ryan.
Yeah, my name's Ryan. This is Abby, the producer of this shindig. And we love your band. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for having us. Yeah.
I don't know if they told you a little bit about it, but we only ask our favorite musicians only very stupid questions. So I hope you're ready.
Oh my God.
We love that.
Yeah, we like that kind of stuff, but I hope we can honor that.
It's Maya and Sei, right?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay, great. We got it right. And we always start off the interviews with asking, how are you and where in the world are you?
Nice. I'm very good. And we're in Montreal, in Canada. I see your hat. Yeah.
Oh.
I wore it for you. I love Montreal so very much.
Yeah.
And so having you guys on the podcast is like a double win for me personally. I've been to Montreal many times. I love it.
Oh.
Okay. Have you ever seen the Expos or?
I've never seen the Expos. I've been to the stadium and
Yeah.
I've explored all over that city. I wrote a book about the city of
Oh,
Montreal.
no.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I have to. What's the title?
It's a book of poetry actually. And it's called Montreal on October.
Wow. I want to read it.
I'll tell you what, when we're done here, I'll send you both a copy.
Oh,
I'll get your address. And then
amazing.
yeah, that'll be fun.
But where are you?
So I'm in South Florida.
Okay.
Close to Fort Lauderdale. I don't know if you know Florida. That was one of our questions actually. Have you ever been to Florida?
I've never been to Florida.
Me neither.
But my daughter
Yes.
has been to Florida. She's been to Disneyland.
Oh, that's great. I worked at Disney when I was a teenager. Yeah.
Wow. And Abby is in Florida as well?
Yes, I'm Central Florida.
Central Florida. Okay.
She's right on the beach.
Well, I hear it's really nice over there.
It's nicer where she is. It's hot where I am. It's real hot. I don't have the beach breeze. Say, what are you drinking tea?
It's decaf. We do decaf here. We can't handle caffeine. But very good decaf, yeah.
Nice.
Mm.
Okay, so since we started with Montreal, I have to ask, Saint Viateur or Fairmount?
Fairmount. For me, it's Fairmount.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow that. Actually, I don't know still. Both. I like.
Or
both.
I think when you live here, you go through phases.
Okay.
Sometimes it's Fairmount, sometimes it's Saint Viateur, but really they're both pretty good, But for me, it's Fairmount.
I'm curious for future reference, your favorite restaurant, your favorite food in Montreal. Currently, my favorite is Boustan. Do you know this place?
Boustan.
It's downtown. It's like a Turkish place.
Really?
But isn't that like a chain?
I thought it was only one.
Well,
No,
unless
you ate.
I ate this time just now because I didn't have much time, so I grabbed a pita and yeah. But I think it
Is it
might
a
be a
chain?
chain.
Yeah, it's
That's
a chain.
heartbreaking.
But but to be fair, I think maybe because when was that? I think maybe there was only one at the time, but now I'm seeing like more, you know, popping here and there in the city. Yeah, I think it's becoming a chain.
I haven't been back since before COVID, so it's been at least 5 years.
Yeah, I think it's new,
Oh,
but it's
okay, I
becoming
didn't
it's
know
a chain.
Oh
But
yeah, they
anyway.
have like 50 locations.
that.
That's
Getting
bananas.
yeah.
Here I thought it was like a little hole in the wall, like gangster place that only like mud. Oh man, that's funny though. Okay. Whoever can answer here, how do you guys describe your music?
How do we describe? Yeah, that's a tough one because we don't. It's not something for us to do. For other people. We put all the music on there, and we do that so that we don't have to describe it.
I think that's a perfect answer, and you're 100% right. It is up to the interpreter or whoever is listening to on that specific moment. I sent it to a friend of mine recently, when we knew we were going to have you on the podcast, and I said, just listen to this band. He goes, what kind of music is it? I go, it doesn't matter. It's just really fucking good. Like,
Oh,
because it's
Thank you.
it's also so hard to describe. It covers so many genres, and it's doing a disservice to describe it.
Yeah, maybe, but you know, I do understand that sometimes we have to, you know, describe it. And to say that it's well, to say that it's just fucking good, it's great. Thank you so much. But maybe it's not enough for people to know what it is. And by the way, do you have the Montreal tattoo there on your hand?
I do.
Jeez, that's how much you love Montreal. Okay.
Is
I
it?
told
Wow.
you, Montreal has given me so much. So
Yeah. Wow. So you're giving
I
back.
when I lived in New York, and I would take the train up every year
Yeah.
and just escape.
The Amtrak. Yeah.
Yeah, the Amtrak, and my phone didn't work, and it was perfect because I would just check out for like a weekend. And
Yeah. That's a long train ride, huh? It's like the slowest train in the world. It's like a 10-hour trip
it's
on
10
the
hours,
Amtrak.
but if you can do it, like, because when from New York, you have the Hudson River for the first half, and then you have like Lake Champlain for the second half on this side, and then once you cross over, it's just so beautiful the whole way.
Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely.
Okay, what's the last music you listened to, not your own?
Like today, for instance, or like the last. Ooh. Okay, so I didn't really listen to music today, but I was exposed to music because I went. I do a boxing training, just training. I don't fight. And you know they have this music that's I think maybe, but it's really good. It's mostly hip hop stuff. But it's really good. It's one of the reasons why I chose that gym and I went back because the music is good. And basically their playlists are like, I'm always like, oh my God, this is my playlist. Like this is what I listen to, and it's hip hop. So I'm thinking probably like, whew, I think it's always like, you know, Tribe Called Quest, the Outcast, all that good stuff. So it was probably the last music I listened to today.
Very
That's
cool.
all.
Maya.
Uh, we went to see our friend Sam Boy.
Oh,
He's
that was a
doing
concert.
yeah. He's doing he's sound guy for our band, but he has own band. And our bassist, he's playing too.
Yeah, Mishka, who plays bass with us, plays with this guy Sam Woy,
Yeah,
and Sam Woy just did a
released
show recently.
album.
He tours with us as our sound engineer, FYH.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I know them.
So, how many people do you tour with?
So the band, so there's 7 of us, and then we usually bring Sam along. So there's 8. I mean we usually get like one of those transits, those 8-passenger Ford Transits. So that's the limit, 8 people.
And so you're gonna come to Florida, right?
Yes, we want to.
Please, please, you can stay with Abby.
Oh yeah, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's nice over there. It's nicer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's closer to the beach. I'm in the suburbs, so
Right.
she's probably more fun. And I'll meet you up there.
And so when you live there, do you go to the beach every day? Is that how it works? Or like you live there, so at some point it's like you have other stuff to do?
That's me. I don't ever take advantage of the beach.
No, no.
Nah, I should.
I
I
try
feel
to
bad.
go. Oh, I try to go at least every few days.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Okay. Tell me, let's start with Maya. What do you do first thing in the morning?
And wash my nose. Just
With one of
recently, I found that technique, that push push thing, like how it changed my life.
With salt.
Yeah, a lot
water.
of salt, like ocean, almost
Oh, okay.
more ocean water.
Is it like a neti pot?
Yeah, kind of thing, but you push mine is like
You pump
you
it,
push
and
yeah.
you get all that water.
Before I was doing like just with my hand, but not enough.
And
Yeah.
do you is it like you make a salt water or you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just put a lot of sea salt and yeah. Mix.
First thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning. I gotta try this.
Yeah,
Just wake up and
I do it now.
start my life.
So talk me through this. You do like equal part, like how many spoons of salt or whatever?
Yeah, but yeah, I have a small spoon and then just a mountain of salt inside, and that will be the perfect for my pot. I don't know percentage, nothing, I don't know.
I would say probably 1/8 salt.
Okay.
I think yes.
I gotta. I'm gonna have to follow this up after this. Look it up.
And then you can yeah, nice. You're ready for the day.
So and say, what do you do first thing
First thing in the
morning?
morning, I stretch. I think that's what I do. Yeah, yeah. And then you hear all this cracking. Yeah.
That's the first sound. I don't know how old you are, but I'm 40 and I press the coffee maker first thing and then I stretch, and like you said, it sounds like a old barn door opening.
That's exactly it. That's me right there. And then I do the coffee, the decaf.
The decaf coffee. What's the last book you read?
Oh man, that's a tough one because I read a lot of books at the same time.
Oh, you double up. I do it too. Abby does that shit too.
Quadruple up, like triple up. It's just I find like I'm in different moods,
100%.
Yeah. So I made peace with that. I thought it was a problem before, like you're supposed to read that book, finish it. But the thing is, I don't read a lot of fiction. So maybe it's easier that way, or like it allows me to go from one book to the other and go back. And But right now I'm reading a book about the First Nations of Quebec.
Mm-hmm.
That book is in French, but I usually read in English or like just in the original language. What was the other one that I was reading? I have like, yeah, a bunch of books by the bed. There's this one. There's The Dawn of Everything
Oh yeah, I've
that
heard
I
of this.
started. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a Jay Dilla book.
Okay. I know that book too. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah, Hagata Murakami now.
I started I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna go fiction a little bit. I'm gonna read Murakami. And I don't know what it is with fiction. It's hard for me to really get into it. And there's just so much things to learn. Not that you're not learning from reading fiction, but I like to learn about stuff and I read about all kinds of things, but it's tough for me to get into the fiction mode. So
I feel
weird.
that. I feel
Yeah.
that as I get older, where eh, the fiction is more, and I still do it, but it's slower for like to take it on, you know. Maya, are you reading? What did you read?
Yeah, now I'm reading about the spring of Arab,
Arab Spring.
The Arab
Okay.
Spring. Yeah, around 2011. But yeah, before that, I read 1984.
1984.
Oh wow.
Just recently, long time ago, I read a little bit and I felt it's so dark and I can imagine this story. I thought so. I didn't read the all. And recently, why not? And I will try. And the beginning part is really like the society now, like that they explain that. But after that, how like they try to change their mind, all the technique how they use it. It's so interesting. Then because of that, I I wanted to know what happened for in the reality here.
Mm-hmm.
Then I found the writer, Japanese writer who grown up in Palestine. She wrote
Okay.
about this Arab Spring. So now I'm reading that. Yeah, they are explaining how like what happened in each country. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's even better. That's even cooler because it gives
Yeah.
different points of view.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made me think of something, and I'm curious Abby's thoughts here, where it's like you said how many books you have near your bed. That's a fun one. Like I probably have I think I have 5 right now, and because I finished 2 recently, so there was 7.
Yeah. So you do read like a few at the same time.
Yeah, I did. I'm doing what you're doing, where at different points of the day, I'll pick up something different. Like I'm reading Johnny Cash's autobiography,
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
and then I would just finish a book. It's a Japanese book actually. It's called Before the Coffee Gets Cold.
That rings a bell. Yeah, the title.
Yeah, it's very
I think
cool.
because I have a list and I think it might be on my list. That's the other thing too. It's like the books are lining up, you know.
I never stop. Abby, you sent me something recently about how it's okay to buy books if you haven't. What was it? If you haven't finished the ones you have,
I hope it is.
you absolved me of my habit. That's what it was.
I mean, it's like a nice little boost, dopamine boost. I'm like, oh, new books that I won't read for 2 years, but I got new books today.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the feeling so well.
And there's worse things to buy than books.
Yeah. And you will read them.
Yeah, you'll get to them when the right time comes around.
There might be
Uh,
other new books in between, but you'll get to them.
Okay, first, this is a really dumb question. You see your doppelganger out in the world. Do you have to battle them?
Battle them, you mean like fight them?
Yes.
Oh, oh my God.
No.
No? You can just, give them a hug or something.
Okay, I like where you're at. I like where you're going. Nice.
Yeah, it should be a hug. I mean, it should be like, oh, wow. Hey, me.
Yeah. I like that question, and that answer says so much about you. So thank you for playing. Have you seen the movie Enemy?
Yes,
Dennis
when-
Villeneuve,
Didn't even know, yeah,
yeah, and
long time ago.
Jake
When,
Gyllenhaal.
yeah, when it came out, yes.
That movie is a crazy doppelganger film.
Yes, it's true. Oh yeah, that movie made me feel weird. Yeah,
Yes, definitely.
I don't know if I would want to see it again.
I didn't.
If it's really the one that I'm thinking of, but I'm pretty sure, yes. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Heavy
Yeah,
stuff.
it's where Jake Gyllenhaal is one dude, and then he sees himself like in the background of like a show, and he has to like find this other person. It's bananas. And you're right, it definitely leaves you uneasy. Abby and I just watched a film recently where it made us feel very uneasy, and not, yeah. I'll let Abby tell us. So,
It was the movie Tiptoes. Have you
Oh,
heard of this? It's
no.
Matthew McConaughey and
Okay.
Gary Oldman. And Matthew McConaughey's entire family, including his twin brother Gary Oldman, are all little people. But he's a
Okay.
normal sized person, and it's very weird. And he's engaged to this woman. And by the end of the movie, she's with his little person brother. It was very uncomfortable. Like, and not even just, it wasn't uncomfortable because it was little people. It was uncomfortable because the film had zero direction. There was
Oh,
no
goodness.
cohesiveness to it. It was
Oh,
just like, we're engaged and I had your baby and now I'm with your brother.
yeah, it just didn't know what type of movie it wanted to be. So
okay.
it left us being like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Is that a recent release? Oh,
No,
it's an old movie.
it's from 2002 and it went to Sundance that year. Apparently, I don't know how. It's one of those ones like if you watch it, it's, they had a good idea, but somewhere about a third of the way through the writing, they lost their whole idea. And they were just like, this happens now. It was not good. And I was reading some of the reviews from Sundance, and apparently everybody was walking out of the theater, which is just insane because those are big names.
Yeah, heavy hitters.
It'd be interesting to see there's something online or like, to explain what happened because so much can happen during the making of a movie. Maybe the initial idea was really cool and like they had something, but then there's so many people involved and like maybe it just changed and then at some point it was like, what are we doing with this? Let's just wrap it up. And
I think you're right. It was like they had 2 or 3 different writers and they just at one point just combined all their scripts. Like they just wrote separate and then they just like, well, we're going to take page 1 here and page 2 here and page 3 here. So like every few minutes we were both just like, do you understand what's happening? I don't actually know what's happening. So 10 out of 10 do not recommend.
We're gonna have to see it though.
I know.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
When you think it's almost over, it's not. There's still 30 minutes left.
Oh yeah, is it a long movie? Like a
No.
3 hour thing? No, it just feels long. Yeah.
It's just,
Okay.
yeah. and you don't know who to root for. At first, you're like, I guess we're rooting for McConaughey, and then he becomes like a dickhead, and you're like, well, I can't root for him now. And it's save yourself some time.
Okay, well, thank you for telling us about this movie.
You're very welcome.
Welcome to Bothering the Band. This is it.
Yeah,
Okay, moving on. Have you ever seen a ghost?
that's fine. Yes. I mean, seen, maybe felt more.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, definitely like feeling a presence, but I don't know what a ghost would look like. It was just like this little wind or like
Yeah.
I didn't see anything, but I felt something, and like I think something fell, and it was just really strange, but not scary whatsoever. Like, it just like a lot of times I think I want to welcome the ghost. I want to yeah. If you have an opportunity, it's like, oh, you shouldn't run away. You should like welcome them, or try to see if you can see them or talk to them. I don't know.
For me, yeah, for me too. Like I believe totally, but I never saw. But when I was in Japan, in Kyoto, I went to see the small theater for Buto dance, and it was very small place, dark, and only 8 people could see. So one dancer, she was like 60, around 60 years old, almost naked, all white, painted, and moving really so intense in a very dark place. I really felt so beautiful, and I felt if I see ghosts, this is this is the
how it should
feeling.
be.
Yeah, I'm sure ghosts. What we see in a movie or whatever, it's always scary to make you surprised, and I'm sure it's not that. And
Yeah,
I
also the other guitarist in TEKE, Hidetaka, he sees a lot of ghosts. And I think maybe especially in Japan, he saw a lot of child ghosts. No, is that right?
yeah,
I
maybe
feel like,
maybe.
but again, not scary, or the good kind.
My dad, he was seeing when he was small, and he couldn't exactly see the figure, but he felt like something transparent. But with energy, he could know that who it is. Like for example, his grandmother, or like he could know who it was, or something like that. I believe that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You gave me chills when you were saying it.
Uh,
Okay, what was your favorite toy as a kid?
when we are
Toy.
kids.
Mm.
Uh,
My favorite toy as a kid.
This is tough.
Yeah, trying to think like what age or
Yeah, it could be anything, like even like a basketball, if you grew up playing like a sport, or or something very specific, like a doll, or you know.
Me, I had it's like a Japanese Barbie. She called Rika-chan, and but at the same time, we didn't have enough money to buy whole family. So I had like a few Ultraman and a lot of monster all together. They lived together. I had a house. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Now that you're mentioning Ultraman, yeah, I had a lot of figurines from this show, this Japanese show, Kinnikuman. They're like wrestlers,
Oh, okay.
but I mean, I don't know how many characters were in there, like hundreds.
More than that.
More, yeah, and were based on the manga, and I had the rubber ones, a bunch of those, yeah.
Actually, it was eraser, and like in primary school, like all the kids wanted to bring those the all different character eraser, but
Okay.
everybody was using this and fighting and playing. So like one became an intelligent. How can I say? I don't know.
Yeah, it was banned. You couldn't bring it.
Cannot bring it to school.
Oh, it's banned. Okay.
Banned, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, those little figurines I liked, and also well, I used to skateboard. I still do, but when I was a kid, so my first skateboard was like kind of a big deal too.
Yeah, I was gonna say as you were saying that, I still do too, but I'm not jumping down any stairs or anything. I just cruise.
Yeah,
And I would say there was a moment where I switched from like toys, and then skateboarding became everything.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, skateboard, I guess, is not a toy. Some
It's a
serious stuff.
it's a it's like a art tool. It's like
Yeah.
a
Oh yeah.
creative tool.
Oh yeah.
That
It's true. And I guess once you get the skateboard, you're done with toys.
yeah, I guess so. It's like
Maybe for me, it was the same kind of same timing.
same timing. Yeah, done with toys, at least on the surface. Maybe I hid and I was like not telling my buddies, and I'm playing with action figures still, wrestlers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I wish I had those action figures now today.
I
Like, and
know.
I've seen them on eBay and stuff, and they go for like crazy, like thousands of dollars. Oh,
My daughter has a ton of Barbies, just
Ah,
a
yeah.
ton. And um she's getting bigger. She's reluctant to get rid of them. And I'm like, well, maybe we can stash them somewhere for future love or future dinner. Because again, I had stuff that I missed. I wish I would have saved, but at the. Anyways, okay, what's your favorite movie? We talked about movies a little bit. Do you have a favorite film?
it's so hard to name one.
It is hard. That's the right
So
answer.
hard.
So there are no wrong answers on Bothering the Band.
Yeah,
That is the right answer.
because there's so many movies I love for different reasons. And I mean, you can see a movie, like there's this one movie you see a bunch of times. It's like one of your favorite, but then there's that one movie or more than one that's like that had a deep impact, but you don't watch it every day. It's kind of the same with music too. I
100%.
feel, yeah.
Well said.
No, do you know? Oh,
例えば知ってみたい。なんかいろんなの開けてみたい。
yeah. Oh my God. It's like books too, it depends on the mood and everything.
Again, the lack of answer is the answer. Like that says more to
Yeah.
us as consumers of movies and culture than any real answer,
Yeah.
Don't even that's it. That's it. Say how often are you on LinkedIn?
And I'm not, never, ever.
Well,
I
you
think I
are,
have,
and
I
you
think I
have a
have
new or you have a new contact request.
yeah, I forgot about that site, LinkedIn. A friend of mine mentioned it recently. I was like, oh yeah, LinkedIn. And I know I have a profile there that I must have opened when the website was created years ago, but I haven't gone back for ages. I don't know. Is it a thing? People still use LinkedIn or?
Yeah, in my world, because I have a
Ah,
corporate day job, and
well, I should use it too because I do I do TEKE, but I also do a film scoring work, and I make music for TV shows here in Quebec and stuff. And I should, but the thing is, you get so busy, you don't have time to
Oh,
update
of course.
profiles and stuff.
I dislike it a lot. I would let go of it immediately.
Yeah, she just updated her own website.
No, but not yet to
No?
finish.
Okay, not yet.
Not yet, but it's from like 2017. I think like
2017, yeah.
it kind of
Yeah, but recently you worked on it.
no, but I didn't finish anyway.
No.
Well-
It's like whole my life.
Okay, I'll get back on the LinkedIn.
Well, you have mentioned that you score films and shows. Are any that we would know?
Oh my God. They're like film d'auteur, you know? Here in Quebec, it's like for independent films. Some films that I worked with, they're very kind of low key. I don't know if you would know them.
Well, we need a better movies than the one we just mentioned.
Tiptoes. Is it Tiptoes? Yeah.
Tiptoes, yes.
But what? My God, I don't know. There's one of them that I really enjoyed. It was one of the first films I worked on, and it has Thomas Hayden Church in it, and that was a first long feature, a feature film for this Quebecois director Emmanuel Haas Desmarais. I know he's done work with Scorsese. He was in New York City for a while, and then I kind of it's a movie called Whitewash. There's not to be mistaken with Whitewash, the documentary about surfing. I know there's one. I haven't seen that one, but the other one is it's kind of low key. It's a first feature film. It's not a like huge, a big cinema, but it's I kind of
Are there
like it.
snow plows in this film?
Yes. Oh, have you seen it? There you go.
He killed somebody, right?
Yes.
Like he plowed somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a weird one, but there's something about it that I like. I like. It was fun. The soundtrack is kind of cool. I thought, yeah.
I have seen this movie.
Yes.
I have seen this. Well, because Liam Neeson did one where he was a snowplow driver.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that was quite enjoyable. And then one day I was like, are there other movies about snowplows?
Oh my
And then I
God.
came across Whitewash and I was like,
Oh my God.
we're going to watch this next.
Yeah, but it kind of I don't want to say anything bad about it, but maybe kind of like Tiptoes. Perhaps the initial idea was like, let's make a movie about snowplow, and this guy's stuck in the winter, and it's like almost kind of like a spaghetti western, but in the snow in Quebec. But then at some point, it's like, well, where is this all going?
Where is it headed?
And but anyways, yeah, it was a nice experience, and I think he's a great director nonetheless, and you should check out the soundtrack.
Well, got more homework. I love it. Okay. For a conversation we had with another guest and that came around today. Also, Maya, I have to say that you're giving Abby a run for her bang money with your bangs.
Uh-huh.
The bangs. But why are you debating the idea of
No,
going
so
shorter?
no, well, the question is, when you get a haircut, do you have to shower right after?
Okay.
We warned you.
Okay. Me, I have long hair, and because I don't want to spend too much money for the cutting hair. So like it's just going along, but only here I can do by myself. So very often I do that, like in the morning after washing. I can do this. So that's
But you
it's
don't, but you don't
wash
take a
my
shower.
face and it will be
No.
okay, you know. So no, but because I'm not good. I'm not good to cut very straight. So just take and whatever and okay. So it doesn't make so much mess.
Yeah, it's itchy though. That's what we were getting at. It's like if you
Yeah, but
Dep-
if you cut here, it will go everywhere, and you can you should take your shot.
that's what we were getting at. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you shave with like a clipper, you gotta it's too itchy.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's true. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
especially in the summer when it's all humid and it sticks to your body and like,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Even if you have like something like this thing, it's cold here in a way. Like, oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we said this, and our designer who does all the graphics for the podcast, she said, she was like, "Oh yeah, I just get a haircut and then go on my way." And we're like, "That is bananas."
Oh,
Like,
wow. My God.
so it's making me itch right now
I
just thinking
know.
about it.
Me too.
Okay. Have you ever been to a Jewish Seder?
Seder.
Seder, like a Passover Seder. And I'm curious if you know why I'm asking this.
Well, no.
Um,
Sorry, I didn't understand what did you say.
so go ahead, say I'll let you.
Seder. Wait. No. Go ahead. Explain it.
So a Seder on the big holidays, for Jewish holidays, it's like
Okay.
a prayer dinner.
Oh, right.
Specifically Passover, you have a Seder, and you read from a prayer book called a Hagata.
Is it?
Yes.
Eh.
And while it's spelled differently,
Okay.
Okay.
your new album is called
Ah, Hagata.
Yes.
Eh,
So it
okay.
sounds similar.
Wow.
And then Montreal has a lot of Jewish people.
Well, yeah. Our manager Samantha, she's Jewish, and she didn't tell us that.
Yeah, yeah.
But we'll thank you.
Uh-huh.
We'll mention it there. It's a good
Okay.
thing to bring
Again,
up.
spelled differently, and
Yeah.
your album, it means teeth marks, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
Like a bite mark.
yeah,
Yes,
bite
bite
mark.
marks. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I knew it. It's such a good
Yeah.
album.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's so good. It's so good. So speaking of teeth marks, do you go to how often do you go to the dentist?
Oh,
Yeah.
not often enough, but not too bad.
Not too
compared
bad.
to
That's
people around me, at least me. But I have to go now. I have to see. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're like,
on my
peace.
list.
I gotta go right now.
it's been a long time when you said this.
Yeah, but I was on a good pace for a while, and well, of course, COVID changed
Of course.
that too. But I haven't been.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, that's not true. I think I've been once after COVID, so not too bad.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
For me too, in my head, I go once in a year in my head, but finally I realized that oh, 3
No, you
years
don't.
ago, okay,
But
you know, something like that.
to say that we're very good with the mouth hygiene at home. We do the 2 to 3 times a day. 3 minute, sometimes more than 3 minutes. Most of the time, more than 3 minutes, and we do the whole thing.
And yeah, in the night we always brush our teeth while we watch something like
Like stand-up
Netflix or
comedy or
whatever, and like such.
Oh,
Maybe too long. It's not good to get your teeth for too long. either.
so you just mentioned stand-up comedy. What's the last stand-up you guys watched?
Well, last night we watched Mo, one of Mo's show. I don't know which one it was, but you know Mo, right? Mo from Houston.
Who's
Uh,
Mo, Abby? Do we
From
know Mo?
Palestine.
Yeah, he's
Is he?
Palestinian. Huh? He's from Palestine,
Yeah.
but he grown up
In Houston. And there's a TV show like it's called Mo.
The series.
Yeah,
He's the
TV
guy with the
series.
beard and he's
Yeah.
like a little
Pretty
heavier
tall.
set.
Yeah, that's it. So we watched that
You know
last
who
night,
he
brushing
is.
our teeth. Mo, yeah. I don't
Are
know.
you-
Oh,
That's
it's Mo Amir, right?
Mo Amir. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Okay.
I don't know his whole name.
I don't
Mo-
know.
I think his name is
Mohammed.
Mohammed.
Yeah,
I
Mohammed
think.
Amir.
Right.
Yeah, he
that's
was
it.
he was in a movie we watched, actually, bringing it all back.
With The Rock in it. I just
I
last
don't
night
know.
he mentioned that he was in the movie with The Rock, but yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh,
But
he
yeah.
was in Black Adam.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's a superhero film.
Yeah.
See, we feel that as fans, we learn more about our favorite artists by just doing this regular conversation,
I agree 100%. Like
breaking down
whenever,
walls.
yeah. I mean, if I could do a show, I would. I had this concept idea that I would bring the artist to do some groceries,
Oh, that's
and
brilliant.
you can tell a lot about someone from the choices they would make in the grocery store. Oh, maybe you should cut that out to show someone's gonna steal it from you. Look at those eyes. Abby's like, oh,
No, that's a brilliant idea. It is on record that you're saying it. It's your idea.
Yep.
So
Well, and it makes
I
me
just want
think
to
of
help. I just want to work on it.
it makes me think of there was a grocery store that closed down. Maybe you sent me this, Ryan, but a grocery store closed once so Michael Jackson could go grocery shopping because he had just never been able to go grocery shopping. And so he's like going down the aisle and like grabbing all these things that he would buy if he ever went. Like he's at the register and he's like, oh, big red gum, and like all the little like things.
yeah.
And it was like, he's like, I don't have any of this in my home. This is what I would buy if I went grocery shopping.
Wow, yeah. You know, something like that.
That's a brilliant idea. And it's also embarrassing because I would buy like just garbage. Like it's like
Oh,
cookies.
see, that's the thing.
It's like
People will be
cookies.
like, it's like
Yeah.
putting people on the spot.
Yeah.
You know.
It's do you know in LA there's Amoeba Records?
Yes.
So they do a series called What's in My Bag?
Yeah,
where like
yeah.
famous, musicians and comedians, celebrities do it.
Yeah.
And the best ones, I forget maybe it was like Fred Armisen or someone was like, I could choose what I think is cool, what is going to look cool, or I could just do what I would do if no cameras were here. And so he went that way. And that was the cool part where he's like, he went like Taylor Swift instead of like this like obscure, Irish punk bands or anything like that,
Right. Yeah.
I think that's the cool part is if you can get people to like, oh, I'm not a non-organic like milk.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. You should do that, man. Pitch it.
Yeah, I think if I went to Niba and did that, it would be a mix of both. And maybe that's kind of like how I do the groceries too.
Yeah. That just means you're normal. That's it.
Is it? Yeah.
That's it. Okay, so I have to ask, where did you get your hat? Because I wear hats all the time. I love it. It's dope.
This one. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. I bought this in Portugal.
Oh, of course.
And the trombone player in TEKE, it's in has one too, but it's white with a blue stripe here.
Oh,
and
very cool.
we were together in as hired guns on with the different artists and on tour in Portugal, and it was this tiny shop, and this lady was there, and she was like making these hats, and that's where I bought it.
Oh man, it's so cool.
Thank
I
you.
again back to bothering the band. You guys are so cool to hear. Just normal shit is from the people we hold so high is the best part of this. So thank you.
Thank
Uh,
you.
do you? I know Say does on his personal account, but do you follow? Does the band follow bothering the band on Instagram?
Oh, yes,
Well,
They do now.
we guilted you
we
into this.
will, of
We
course.
we guilted you into this, but I will say this is our moment when we tell people to follow bothering the band, but also follow it's TEKE_TEKE_ band. Yours
That's right.
is.
Yeah,
Bam, got it. Nailed it.
yeah.
And then we also end every episode with a song from the artist. So what song do you want us to put on this episode?
Oh, thank you, really?
No, it's too long, maybe. I don't know.
This
It's
is
okay.
fine.
Yeah, Taikiju.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's
It's a 7-minute song.
yeah, and a story about the whale. Like the one lady who live in an apartment. Suddenly, the many people come inside her room, and she lost her space. So she went into the mirror.
In the mirror.
But she realized that she became a big whale in a deep ocean, and she just go. It's like go explore the unconsciousness in the ocean, like something like that with the whale. And
I love
the sound is really like a whale kind.
Yeah, it's a long intro with the trombone and flute. It's very slow, and it builds up to this heavier part. But it's yeah, that's the imagery behind it. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And then we always end also with this is well, two other questions. But if you could interview any musician, one, who would you interview? And two, what in the vein of bothering the band, so very silly and stupid questions, what would you ask this person?
Oh wow. Oh my God. Again, same thing. So many people. I would love to pick brands, but see, I would love to know what Prince would buy first when doing groceries. Wow, there you go.
I
I
love it.
want to like. Can you imagine if you had Prince and you did a bothering Prince interview and you just ask really like basic stuff, like
Yeah, absolutely. I would like, I think without even you saying that, if you asked us who would we want to get to know on a like that type of, we would probably without even like second guessing Prince, because he's like an alien. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like
yeah.
yeah.
And I'll wait till Maya. Who would you want to ask a dumb question to?
Oh my God. So sure.
You can do it.
No, sure. That,
You can do.
oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't think, just I was listening up. Okay. Oh my God.
She really
Now the pressure's on. It's okay. You don't have to. You'll think about it. You'll think about it.
Okay. I
Tomorrow.
will. Yeah, I will.
We'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Answer you next week.
Yeah, just hit us up on Instagram. And then what's next for you guys in the band? Tell us everything. What we should look for, promote.
Well, we have shows coming up. Well, mostly in Canada for now. But we're going to the US in September, East Coast, a small run, and then West Coast and maybe Midwest too in October. So we'll be announcing some dates very soon. And then working on that Florida gig, trying to make it happen. And what else? Well, there's a big project, but we can't talk about it. It's top secret, and we signed some really serious documents. But it's something that resemble working on an album, but it's not the usual album. It's something else. That's all I can say.
That is a great.
Otherwise, I'll hear the door, like people at the door, like. But so we'll be working on recording and like new music, and I know it's like about 6 or 7 songs, almost like the whole album. And then touring, and we do a lot of visual art and stuff, artwork for the band, and we'll have some more videos too, things like that.
Love it. And then nose drops in the morning and
Nose drops in the morning.
and but that's amazing. I can't wait to figure out what you're teasing in the near future. And guys, that's our show. Thank you so much for letting us bother you and for playing our stupid game.
Anytime. It's a lot of
Again,
fun. Yeah.
congrats on the new album. It's fantastic.
Thank you so much.
And we can't thank you enough for your time and your art and your this has been a blast.
Thank you so much. Likewise. Now we're gonna go watch Tiptoes.
Oh, we warned you.
I'm gonna show Ryan whitewash now.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you guys so very much. Have
right.
a good day.
Take care. Thank you.
Thanks,
All
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
ろみを帯びていた。万華鏡の光が広がりながら回転してるような、中身のない柱時計が鳴ってるような、そんな音がする。いつの間にか私はクジラになって、昼間の月の下、羽を広げてすごい速さで海を進